The following segment is sponsored by Elmer's Restaurants.
Welcome back to AM Northwest. Now's a great time to take a coffee break with our friends at Elmer's Restaurants.
Since 1960, Elmer's has been a local favorite. With a menu full of Northwest ingredients, it's your home away from home, where breakfast tastes just like Mom made it. And you don't have to do the dishes. Treat yourself to a delicious breakfast at Elmer's soon.
Welcome back to AM Northwest. Here to show us how to make art inspired by the Northern Lights, we welcome back professional artist Elida. Great to see you again.
So good to be here.
Okay, tell me about these. This is what we're going to make here.
So we are doing Northern Lights. So what we're going to do is we're using chalk pastels, and we got a big tray of them. You can use the smaller tray too, whatever you've got. And we're just going to use this bright yellow. I pulled it. Yep, right like this. And the main thing is we're going to make kind of this S shape in the sky to start.
Using black construction paper.
Yeah, black construction paper, and you could do, if you wanted your sky to be more this way, you can do your paper that way, but we're going to do it vertical.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so we're making an S shape. So I'm just kind of doing like this with my yellow, and then I'm going to do that about 2 or 3 more times. So you can decide kind of maybe this and maybe this that's going to come around. Okay, we're going to put my yellow to the side, kind of fade it in on one side a little bit, just like use the edge of your, yeah, that's good. So the chalk pastels, it's nice because if you just use the edge, it can really blend well.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take, I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to take kind of a turquoisey blue next, and then I'm going to take a dark blue and a purple. So I've got like kind of a combo, because I know my blue, if I mix that in, I'm just going to do it on the right side of my yellow here with my bright blue.
Bright blue.
Yep.
Got it. And
I'm just going to kind of fade that in. And then I'm going to move to my dark blue. So I'm just kind of doing this combo. And we're going to keep our yellow, you know, we don't want to go over the top of the yellow so much.
Okay.
We just kind of want to keep those yellow, because that's kind of our base stripes.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll do the same thing, and I'm just working my way out until I get to my like purple.
Oh,
at
I
the
see.
very end.
Here we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So just there we go. And you could do this with other colors. You don't have to, I mean, not all the Northern Lights are, but I'm kind of drawn to the ones that are that like yellow green that move into that dark blue.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so pretty.
Isn't that pretty? Okay, so then with our fingers, you've got these wonderful tools that you have with you at all times. I'm just going to start blending from my yellow into and I'm just going to go back and forth. So kind of horizontal blending. I always say you have these free tools with you.
Tools.
They're
like
right
free
there.
tools.
They're on your body.
Free
Everybody has
good price.
10 of them, free 99.
Okay.
Can't afford not to.
Okay.
So here we
just the yellow is what you're.
just blending the yellow into the blue, and then blending that all the way out.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of, and you could follow along too, Helen, like this. Like you can kind of follow the curve of the line and then blend it out into the blue, because once it blends into the blue a little bit, it turns a little green.
Yeah.
And that looks cool, but we don't want to lose all that yellow, because that yellow is kind of what's giving it that
I was going to say, I think
look.
I need to kind of.
Yeah, you can always go back too with your yellow. Yeah, good. Just go back in and kind of reestablish it if we've lost some of it. And you can do this in layers, you know, and then when it gets really chalky, I always say take it over to the garbage and just kind of shake it off, or do a little tap, tap, tap. I did want to show you real quickly, if we can, if you take a black at the end and we kind of make like a little landform. So you could do mountains back here. So think about it as in terms of like a silhouette.
Okay.
So I'm just making like a little curve line and another curve line here. Now you could always do like a little river, or you could make a water source like this. So I'm using my black, but then to make your silhouette trees, they're really easy. You just do lines kind of going up in a couple spots.
Okay, wait, so you did more of a landscape down here, so
like a little curve line that comes down, and take that all the way across, and you could go right over the top of your sky.
I see.
You see it?
Okay, yeah.
And then we can fill that in. And then you could also leave some of the part of the sky or whatever to reflecting, but we're just going to fill it in. And then for my trees, I'm just going to do these little jiggity lines. Remember my high-tech terms.
Your descriptors. Yeah. Jiggity
lines. Little jiggity lines that we're going to come down to make my tree silhouette.
Okay.
So I'm just
You do them at different, your trees you do at different levels
Different levels, yep. So do like, you know, you want to do like 3 or 5. You know, you want to keep it odd because that always makes it look better.
Sure.
You do 3 or 5. So I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do a big one on the right and then 2 on my left. And I'm starting at the top once I've made my lines, and we're just going to come down and just kind of, as you're making them, not perfectly straight across, but they're kind of curved, and then they have little lines that come off of those. We just fill that in. Now you could do a mountain in the background, you could do whatever kind of scene that you want.
Yeah.
But using the black silhouette is what really makes it cool, because you know, as you look into the sky being so illuminated, everything in the foreground and the front would be dark.
Right.
So you really wouldn't have any details in there. And then that's it. And then at the very end, we do a little tap, tap, tap. How you doing? We do an opposite color. We can kind of shake that out onto my paper towels. Okay. And I want to sign my name so everybody can see. Look at yours.
There we go. I don't know, my trees.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I love that.
There we go. Not so sure that the trees I did.
I think you did pretty darn good. Okay. And then you sign your name at the bottom. So I'm going to put our beautiful signature at the bottom, and voila, that's it. You could spray it with a spray, but you could just hang it like that.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
You did a darn good job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun.
It was great.
All right. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.
It looks